back to Joss TV. My name is Ashley, and this is... Where's Terrell?
Wait. I'm over here. Oh.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I have so much I have to do. I can't figure out what I have to do next. I'm running way behind schedule, and nobody understands what I'm trying to do.
Sounds like you need help with organization and a good team. You know, our engineers might be able to help you with that.
Really? What do you mean?
Well, this week, they will be demonstrating how they manage to keep things moving. You know, like teamwork, brainstorming, discipline necessary to meet their goals.
Well, I can do that too.
No, I don't know. Looks like you can use some help. You know, use a plan.
A plan? Well, what's this plan you speak of anyway? Maybe you're right.
They call it JEM.
Oh, my mom liked those. The diamond rubies? Which one?
Not that kind. JEM is an acronym for Juxtopia Engineering Methodology. You'll find out after a word from our sponsor.
Career Communications Group, Inc. and Juxtopia Urban Learning Technology invite you to participate in the first annual CCG JOLT Engineering Challenge. Teams or individual engineers can enter the conference by registering at www.juxtopia.org/CCGJOLT2011. See if you have what it takes to create the most innovative engineering solution to the nation's most critical challenges, ranging from healthcare, education, alternative energy to construction infrastructure, homeland security, and commercial space. Conduct research on creating an innovative engineering concept or prototype that has the potential to transform into a commercial product and solve a national or worldwide problem. Winners for this year's challenge will be awarded at the Black Engineer of the Year Award 2012 conference. Engineering through engineering innovation.
All right, welcome to JOLT TV. This episode, we're talking about configuration management and Juxtopia's product development methodology. So in our methodology in Juxtopia, we've adopted our software architect's method of football plays. So we have a set of plays, each play has a set of runs, and we run for a week. And each team member is given points based on the number of runs and plays achieved for that given week, because we have runs for the week, and then a drive that occurs every 3 weeks is considered a drive. So we look at how many plays were achieved by each team member for a given drive. So for example, Adam talked about an optical testing unit. So he has to achieve that design this week. If he achieves that successfully, he gets a certain amount of points for that run that contributes to his play and the overall team's drive. The other thing that we also implement in the Juxtopia's product development methodology is something called TRL. It stands for Technical Readiness Level. TRLs were defined by NASA and the Department of Defense to really determine where a product is in its scale from TRL 0 to TRL 9. So when some company says, I'm at TRL 9, that means that product is commercial and ready, which means that that soldier's gun that was created is at TRL 9, which means that it's ready to be used in an operational environment, i.e. in a battle environment. If it's a pair of wearable augmented reality goggles like we're doing right now, then that means it could be used in a surgical environment, an aircraft maintenance or manufacturing environment, if it's at TRL 9. If it's at TRL 4, then it's at lab. So we will give you some information so you can understand what technical readiness levels are and how they progress from 0 to 9. But we combine all those things to have a very rigorous and disciplined product development methodology so that our engineers, both software and hardware engineers, can achieve those tasks that they've been assigned very effectively and with measurable results. So, coming at you again, JOLT TV. Stay tuned for the next one and listen up for your JOLT TV technical challenge.
You need people actually sit down and plan out their projects before working on them. I just come up with an idea and get busy. Maybe that's why I have so many projects to finish.
It seems like our scientists had the right idea. Besides, if you don't get it right, you gotta do push-ups.
Go, Feek!
Don't give up.
Come on, man!
Don't give up.
Wow, what does that prove?
Well, it proves discipline and acceptance of responsibility, something we should all display and care about.
I guess you're right. We should take our work more seriously. I have a lot of friends that should check out this concept. They accept whatever. You know, I think I need to learn more about this concept. But before we do, let's have a word from our sponsors.
Do you want to be a robotics engineer? In June 2011, U.S. President Obama announced the National Robotics Initiative, which will create jobs in this new and exciting robotics industry. Baltimore City Community College offers a full scholarship to study robotics technology.
While I was a Baltimore City Public High School student, I too wanted to be a robotics engineer. Now I lead a team of robotic engineering students who build robots to accomplish and to solve dirty, difficult, and dangerous tasks. You too can be a robotics engineer.
Still interested? Don't wait. Start your journey now and become a robotics engineer. Contact Dr. Yun Liu, Director of the BCCC Robotics Technology Curriculum at yliu@bccc.edu.
Our scientists at Morgan State University Engineering Lab are hard at work programming and fine-tuning their technology and organizational skills for the goggles product. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Adam Bossett. I'm working for Juxtopia. My responsibility is to build a display testing unit frame for our optical goggles that will project augmented reality. This is a metal frame just to hold the goggles in place so that, you know, if somebody wants to walk up and, you know, just look through the glasses, they'll be able to see the view. It's adjustable. Yeah, it'll be looking through these goggles here. Using beam splitting, where we'll have a transmitted display, which is actually a little LCD display screen, and it'll come through the goggles from the side, and we'll have a mirror that'll project an internal reflection, and that will give the display that you'll actually see through the lenses.
Alright, hey, what's up again? My name is Olufemi Olobo. I am the lead software designer on the team Juxtopia, working on the augmented reality goggles. Right now we're just sort of working on making certain decisions about concurrent version control, pretty much repositories, an online database of code, programs, and how we can you know, integrate different programmers and, you know, have different programmers upload their programs onto a central repository so that people who are working on programs can call these programs back and not have to change the central program. It's a very common problem with software engineering practice. You know, it's like if we have a team of people working on the same program, how does everyone know, you know, what program is the latest one? You know, how does someone who's working on a program work on it without changing something that, you know, might have already been stable? And we're sort of looking at a way how we can, like, if we were 4 of us were coding, if I was to make a code and write a piece of an application, and let's call it version 1.0, it's the stable version. Now, if Rafiq wanted to take my code and add something on there, or add something that he'd created on there, he has changed my code. I don't even know about it. So he's gonna have to upload that to the repository. Then I want to go and change something, and I'm like, I don't even know that Rafiq did anything. So this kind of creates a means by which we can keep parallel versions of, the same application running. I'm connected to a repository in another university that hosts our server and has all our files. Of course, we need a server that has hosted all our files so we could gain access to that. We put it in a remote location so that we don't have anyone tampering with it. Right now, I'm going to be pulling out, you see we have like a system of files. All these files were created locally and we now save them remotely to the server. And right now, if I, for instance, wanted to pull out something that we were working on, for instance, I want to pull out Juxtopia UI, I can just open it and work in it. Of course, if I made a change, it would change what the original person who put the code there did. So I'm going to have to sort of make my changes and save it in, but it would save it in a way that would not totally erase the old code. It would give me access to both the old and the new ones in case I wanted to go back and fix anything that my change messed up. Kind of helps us helps us to manage different codes. It makes more sense when you get the picture when you're dealing with a large organization, a lot of people, a lot of coders, everyone's working on the same code. We're trying to put bits and pieces together. Someone has this bit code and we don't, in programming, we don't all write the same long piece of code. That's ridiculous. No one does that anymore. What happens is that's why they call it object-oriented programming. We take different objects of the same code, think of it like a car. Someone works on the brakes, someone works on the steering wheel, someone works on the gear shaft, someone works on the axis, all the parts of the car, and then they bring it together to make a single car. Same thing with code, So we identify different objects of the code, kind of make it modular, we make it abstract so that we can make changes to it and we can make it holistic. And then we put it all together and it becomes this big chunk of code that's doing all this crazy stuff. We do it in such a way that we don't clash in our duties, so it's not like I'm working on something that someone else is working on, and by the time we bring it all together, we get this nice piece of code that works. And if there's a problem, we can pull out that problem code and say, okay, go work on this, fix it, and add it back on, but we're not changing the central code that's already stable. So those are the kind of things, the decisions we have to make on a day-to-day basis. It makes it fun, it makes it nice and dynamic. Where they're working on right now, the pictorial mnemonic is pretty interesting. That way, when they do stuff, they can go home, continue working on it on any computer. I can go and check it up, make any changes. I've not had to do that because they've been doing a very good job. But you see, it really helps for a team-centered process of really understanding how the different applications work and understanding how to, work on the same code without changing stuff up and messing other person's code up. That's exactly the beauty of version control. There's a lot more depth to it, of course, but I guess as a summary that works out. So yeah, we'll be getting a little deeper into all this stuff. My name is Olufemi. It's been good talking to you, and hopefully you get down with some programs of your own.
They were getting the end. Yeah. That director does not play. He really expects them to deliver. I get how you can use math for a career. His expectations are high. On one hand, I don't think I could work with him. But on the other hand, he is exactly what I need. Someone with high expectations and guidance to make me as best as I can be.
Yeah, Terrell, that's a good point. I think we all need a positive push. But that's all we have for today.
For this week's challenge activity, download the Juxtopia Engineering Methodology, JEM, template for project planning and create a plan to develop your product.
And don't forget to tweet your favorite scientist.
This has been Terrell and Ashley with another Jolt TV exclusive. See you next week.
This episode of Jolt TV Engineering Your Performance has been sponsored by the National Science Foundation, U.S. Army Medical Research and Material Command, Telemedicine and Advanced Technology Research Center, and the Harbor Bank.